We're all pretty familiar with how cars are manufactured. The whole concept of the assembly line is close to 100 years old. And today, thousands of new cars roll from automobile assembly plants practically around the clock. In fact, with the advent of computerized robotics and automated production techniques, a relatively small number of people can build a single car in just a few hours. But this man, David Best, has a different idea. He's a junk sculptor, and his claim to fame is his ability to take massive amounts of random, ragtag bric-a-brac and create what are called art cars. Recently, David, from Petaluma, California, was commissioned by the Reno, Nevada Museum of Art to build a NevadaCar. And what you're watching is the project as it got underway with the help of 400 volunteers, including 150 kids from the Reno YMCA and area artists and their kids. If art is the free application of personal expression, then the NevadaCar represents art in its most basic elements. A donated 1971 International four-door pickup truck provided the platform. Then, with the able assistance of former Reno Mayor Sam DiPatanto on the welder, and a flock of inspired assembly workers armed with silicone adhesive, the process of attaching the over 4,000 pieces of cosmetic overkill got rolling. As with any project of this magnitude, every decision must be thrown open to debate.
Do we want red and black? I think we can live with red and black. No, I'm not going to use the red dice. You know why? There are different shades of what I want to work with. They're kind of too translucent.
Then again, David has had more than his share of experience at this. And since it's not a particularly high-paying job, the benefits are measured a bit differently.
This is the 16th one, but the thing I love about them is I really love what happens to the people. You know, I mean, it's just learning experience.
If there's a real science to creating something like the NevadaCar, it's a science we're unfamiliar with.
See, now that's gold. Anything gold. Yeah, you can break that off if you want. Okay. This is probably a collector's item, huh?
Obviously, there's a tremendous amount of effort involved in just gathering the necessary decorations for the NevadaCar. Massive chrome bumpers, plastic building blocks, hoods, drink paddles from Bally's Casino, gold chains, strands of pearls, a few hundred buttons, dolls, rocks and cement, ballpoint pens, animal skulls, mirror fragments, rubber lizards, rubber turtles, pennies, even a slot machine. The head of the state animal, a great horned sheep, was tried, but was soon abandoned. Why?
It's part of the process.
Stan Lemke, whose name appears in the Guinness Book as the world's loudest man, was helping on the world's loudest car. During assembly, it was suddenly necessary to move the NevadaCar. The reason?
I don't know, I heard these voices last night when I was in the hotel, and it just kind of spoke to me and made me think I should move the car.
And despite the long hours with no pay, the army of volunteers seem to be having an artfully good time.
The NevadaCar will be the best thing that's ever happened to Reno. And the people in Reno, Sparks, will be very proud of it, as we are.
I don't know what I think of this, but it's going to be a beautiful piece of work when it's finished.
This is fun because it gives a lot of us something to do that we can all get together on, and then we can have it in the parade and we'll all get famous.
And after 6 days, the NevadaCar did indeed bestow fame upon its dedicated team of builders as it made its debut in the world-famous Hot August Nights Parade right through downtown Reno, an event usually reserved for classic and special interest cars. Then again, if a car ever created special interest, this is it.
A lot of work done in that short amount of time. Just unbelievable.
I got to have a picture of this one.
I can't believe the work that was involved in this. It's the most incredible thing I've ever seen.
Since completing this curious collection of incongruous components on the NevadaCar, David has constructed an art school bus for the city of Pittsburgh, which begs the question, what's next?
I'm thinking, you know, the direction that I'd like to go is into making my next big project would be to do a house. It would be like a safe house, like a shelter for battered or abused children or for battered women. And it would be so covered with stuff that a person that wanted to come up and break into the place or try to harm someone would be intimidated by what's on the outside of it.
So before you make your next dump run, you might want to contact David Best. You never know what he'll be needing to help make the world a more beautiful place.